We're back again with another Famicom Friday, and goddamn, I'm excited for this one. We left off in some crazy situations, some crazy new info, and we'll see what the review of the plot has to say. The beginning will always be the first paragraphs the same. Blah blah blah, Emio, Suke Sasaki found dead. By the way, if any of you recall from last time, I was like, I think in the frame there for a moment, was Kuze seeing Emio strangling, or the smiling man strangling the kid? And when I went to edit the video, I was right. So, gamer eyes, still active, turns out. Anyway, we found out that Shoko had met the smiling man. That was crazy. Then we meet up with Kuze, who had the smiling man visit her apartment. Also insane. As the detectives chase after the smiling man, we see a box on the floor revealing a timed envelope. We didn't get to see the envelope, but we considered leaving things alone, but we put them in the box before they return. The smiling man ain't to be seen, but he left a note that says to Emiko, and the hair clip is attached. That was the same, maybe not the same exact one, but at least the same, you know, copy of the hair clip that Kuze had as a child. We tell Ayumi about the tie. She's like, that sounds familiar. And if you recall, at the end of last chapter, I already figured out why the tie was familiar. Which was, I'll open our notebook and show you, for those of you that somehow didn't see that, the tie is that tie. Now, it's not this child's tie specifically, but the school uniform tie, because we then went to look at a Suke picture, and dun dun dun, his tie is missing. Why does Kuze have his tie? I don't know. I've seen a tie with those features that Purtle mentioned. I saw someone wearing a similar tie. Not that it was for sale. We already know the answers. That must be it. You've met 3 people. The boy and the 2 girls, but they wear theirs like tied up different. But still, it's the same tie. They were the others. They were the student number 1. What? 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 They... How do I select 3 people? 1, but then I have to press back. Oh, I did 3. Oh, okay, alright, I did it. What? I might have... 1, 2... We didn't meet, she didn't meet Kohei. Who else would it be? No. Fukuyama doesn't wear ties. Mama Shoko! How is it not? What? Oh, just any people wearing ties? I mean, I guess. We're just looking for people that wear ties. I mean, our boss wears a tie, but that's not someone who you met recently. I guess the bow ties don't count. Okay. You've never met him in person? Shit, one more time. Alright. This kid? I thought she met... What? Oh, Inspector Kamada wasn't there during the interview with Megumi, that's right. I thought he was there. That's why I was like, wait, wouldn't have Megumi met? Well, I guess it would be our boss then. Okay, here's the problem. I just already know the answer. That's the problem. I already know the answer is the boy's uniform. This is the thing. I already knew the answer. I was going 2 steps ahead. It was the boy I met at the gate. The tie he wore had that design. I wonder if I can borrow one of those ties. Simply too smart, exactly. Return to help from... Oh, I was supposed to call Fukuyama, but I'm calling me instead. No pickup. Besides, maybe we get extra dialogue this way. Oh shit, no one wants to. Alright, fine. Here we go. Mush mush. It's Tachibana. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. There's something I'd like to talk to you about if you have the time. No need to apologize, Tachibana. I just finished a class, and you know, I'm always happy to get a wake-up call from you. Wake-up call? You just... What's up? I got time to talk. Okay, good. I have a favor to ask. Oh, is it something only I can do? Whatever you need. Is it something only I can do? I'm your man. May I borrow a tie from one of the boys at your school? A tie? Yeah, if I can, just for a few days. Okay. There should be uniform samples at the school. I can't imagine there's a problem with lending you a sample. Really? Thank you. How many do you need? Might be tough getting you more than 10. Why would we need more than 10? We never asked about that many. Oh, thank you, but I don't need that many. But if you did, I'd find a way. Okay, dude, but we don't care. That's not what we're asking for. Is it okay if I come see you at the school today? Oh, jeez. Yes, of course. Anything you need, Tachibana. Always. Okay. Cool, bro. Relax. Exactly. I'm always here for you. Then I'll call you when I arrive. Understood. I'll be waiting eagerly. Okay. I best get ready to go. Hell yeah. Kofuku Station Shopping Center. Hey, it's that kid outside the store there. I'm here to ask around the city, the heart of Kofuku City again. See if I can learn anything about Makoto. I can't help but feel like I'm shooting in the dark a bit, though. Imagine she's a lesbian. Her and Kuze get together at the end. Kuze, secret lesbian. I need to think positively. The case won't solve itself if I'm just sitting around in the office. Alright. Old man. I talked before. There. Oh, that was the guy that thought we were talking about his like granddaughter or something. He was a problem. Tissue lady. What a weird title. Can I ask you a few questions? Of course, as long as you take a pack of tissues. Oh, she's like advertising. Okay. Thank you. What did you want to ask me? Oh, we're actually doing full on. Okay, here we go. What do you want to ask? You might not know anything, but I'll show her the sketches anyway. You seen this guy? No. Haven't seen him. Alright, no problem, no problem. What about this guy? It's alright, I don't know. Free answers and tissues, Pog. Are you gonna ask me questions? Good, then I'll get back to work. Sure. Alright, let's go ask, alright. Let's go, talk to Japan Mario over here. Curry fan. Curry, love it. What? Damn place is closed and I'm hungry. He's got a funny voice. And he's gone. Thought it was employee, but apparently not. I should have let his VA go off more. Alright, it's this guy again. We're already open, you can just go in. You always like this? Obviously, dude. Oh, it's you again. Sorry, but you'll have to find someone else to pester. I'm working. Damn. Sorry to bother you. Damn teenagers always so... hard to deal with and work with. Lots of people, too. Whoa! Whoa, hold on. Someone's in trouble back there. What's going on back there? You don't want to interrupt? That looks like an argument. What do you mean, don't interrupt? You better interrupt. You're a damn detective. Flirting? He's got his hands on her shoulders and she looks like she's all closed up. What kind of body language reading is that, dude? Get in there. Help the... I'm not saying that she can't help herself, but what the hell? What the hell? What? Silence is violence. That's what I'm saying. Alright, I guess we're talking to the worker then. Ramen shop employee. This feels weird that I can't talk to those people back there. Do you have a minute? Hmm? He's trying to... Dude, I'm really bothering the guy in a smoke break right now. I'm looking for someone. I never met a detective. Okay, alright, but he's excited to meet a detective. Thank you so much. I need you to look at. Breaks over, get back. No! The one guy that was excited to cooperate. Damn. Sorry, detective. Back to the salt mines. Here. Salt is a way of life. You know the video, how it's made or whatever? Down here, salt is a way of life. Alright, musician. Can I talk to you? Oh, me? I'm in a hurry right now. Can't you tell? Sorry. Oh, okay. I mean, you don't look like you're in a hurry. You were just standing there doing nothing. Everyone has tough days, right? Maybe if I say it enough, I'll believe it. Is it too much to ask for a random passerby to have the answers to all my questions? I mean, yeah. It's crazy that I can't get involved in whatever that situation is. Perhaps we travel to Mama Shoko. Is that a thing I can do? That's what I was gonna do! But not open for lunch. Although she's full of supplies, her payment might be open during the day. Hold on, one last. Surroundings check. Alright, nothing. Shoko bar. Looks like it's closed after all. Okay. Help the damn lady. Are you hearing this? We gotta help Mama Shoko. Hop into action like you didn't with those poor teenagers in the alleyway. Mama Shoko! The hell are you doing coming out of nowhere? Don't scare me like that. You're the little one from last night. Why are you here? Wait. Maybe she was watching something on TV? Scream, what are you... Oh, I was cleaning when that thing came at me. Oh, a bug. I was chasing it with insecticide when it turned on me. That son of a bitch came right at me. Here's coming right for! Oh, sorry, I've known people that's happened to. It's always scary. I couldn't help but to scream. It's damned embarrassing. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. Ah, I'm fine. Well, we're here. We're in, at least. But damn, they really threw us for a loop there. Do you always start work at this hour? I usually start a little later, but I closed up last night right after you left. It was early, but sometimes early's good. Came in a little early today to clean up, and then you were attacked by that thing. I wonder why they won't say a specific bug. Maybe it's like they're worried if they say, you know, a spider or something. I don't know, that it's like, I don't know, some specific thing. There's more I'd like to ask you. Oh, is that it? Well, little one, as long as it's you doing the asking, I'll cooperate. Tell me about the murders from 18 years ago. I remember the whole thing. It's just, at the time I was so occupied with my own life that I didn't pay attention to the case at all. It was a lousy time for a kid no older than you, but... You were very brave to come running when you heard my screams. Well, you know. You know. I guess we can show these again. Minoru Suzuki, he's part of the case that happened 18 years ago. Oh! And who's that? It's a sketch of a boy who went missing 18 years ago, but drawn how he might look today. Nothing about him is familiar, no matter how many times I look at it. Fair enough. Minoru Suzuki? Sorry, I haven't heard that name before. Dang. Thank you for your concern, little one. At the time, I was so occupied with my own life. The only clues I have right now are the sketches. I guess I could have her look at them again. But we already did that. Could you please take one more good look at it? Looking, chat, looking, staring. I can look at it all day, but I've never seen him. That thing is just a sketch from someone's imagination. He probably looks very different. Shoko is right. This is the only clue I have to work with. No idea. Can you take a bad look at it? Yeah. Actually, you know, maybe if you take a bad look at it, it'll like morph your, you know, brain pathways, and then time I was occupied with my own life. Okay, okay. You think this guy's the murderer? Nah, there's no way. What do you mean, nah, there's no way? What do you mean by that? Not really sure either. It does seem likely he's involved in some way. He's connected to the first female victim from 18 years ago. The first victim? What was her name? Ayaka Hashizume. She was 17 years old at the time. She would have been the same age as me. Yeah, wait a second. Was she like a classmate or something? Oh. Why are we acting surprised by that? Tell me about Ayaka. Ayaka Hashizume. I had a friend named Ayaka, but I never knew what her last name was. How is that? Kids in similar situations tend to end up in similar places. Bonds form. Obviously. Usually those kids don't like the sound of their own last names. I don't know about that part, but is that a Japan thing? Not liking the sound of your last name? I don't think that's an American thing. Even if it was the one I knew, I don't remember any real details. Kids like us never talked about ourselves much. The day she was killed, her father also died. What? How? Mr. Hashizume's house was destroyed by fire. He was burned to death. Fire, my god. Now that you say that, I remember there was a fire around that time. Oh? I don't know if it could be the same fire. The only thing I know for sure that it wasn't in this town. That's why I don't think the Ayaka I knew was Ayaka Hashizume. I didn't know anyone from anywhere else. Okay, okay. Still though, could it be? What's that? Still though, could it be? Could it be? The father died in the fire the same day. Do you think the father was the killer? Maybe he got drunk, killed his daughter, and started a fire when he fell asleep smoking. I think it's unlikely that that's what happened. That's too bad. I guess too bad isn't what I mean. That's why I suspect the other guy, even though he's still missing all these years later. Minoru Suzuki. Right. It's just, the police think he's dead. Oh? Ooh. I gotta ask, why do people think he's dead? Well, he's missing and might have been badly injured. Apparently, there was quite a lot of blood left behind in his apartment, so some people think he might already be dead. She has good facial reactions, it's funny. I wonder if the apartment is the one near where I was living. It did the special music thing too, the little Oh? What do you mean by that? Oh, cutscene! I remember a couple cop cars pulled up to the neighboring apartment building. Okay, okay, a detective was in and out of one apartment over and over, so I started to wonder what was going on. You see the blood on the ground? Blood on the ground between the open door and the car? Oh shit. blood. The landlord was following the detective around, frantically telling him what had happened. Oh? The story got around the apartment was soaked in blood, and the man who lived there was missing. At the time, I didn't really believe it, but now I sure do wonder if it was that Suzuki guy. Wait, this could be a lead. If she tells us where the apartment was, maybe the landlord's still alive, we can ask him questions. That'd be pretty smart. Though, wouldn't the police have done that? Where were you living, Mama Shoko? Oh, it was Kamamatsu. It's a seaside neighborhood just south of Sagawa. Kamamatsu. Well, no, we're not traveling yet. We got questions to ask. Come on. Apartment was in the... We're not gonna get... We can't ask anything else? No, there was definitely more dialogue there. Dang. There had to have been more dialogue there. Thank you, Mom. And the Kamamatsu. Wait a minute. Huh? Why didn't you ask the police for this information? You know people on the force. They have a lot of their own stuff they're dealing with, and see, I told you, you can't count on the cops. That's right. Hey, Mom Shoko hates the cops. But I guess the police can't just share information with everyone who asks. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's the real reason. You should get going, little one. You're dealing with a murderer, so be careful. I will. Goodbye. In Poland, there's a saying. Well, I actually have to try to say this. Po na nazwisku to pisku. Pisku? Pisku? Whatever. It translates to by surname leads to a punch to the face. Alright. Well, we're in Kamamatsu Station, which is a totally different feel than Kofuku Station. There's that guy running back there. It's a really cool place. Vibrant, I guess you could say. You would say. It's also where a man disappeared in a trail of blood. If that man really was Minoru Suzuki, then there might be a clue to the case around here. Alright, look. Fishmonger? Crabs? Aww. She looks full of energy. Maybe she lives around here. Produce. Mix of newer and older buildings. It said that for man with dog? Looks like he has a lot of free time. Is he running an errand? No, he's just running. Tobacco shop employee staring at us. That's the old lady from the tobacco shop. Is she napping? An old lady standing in front. Does she work there? Alright. Let's, talk to this lady. He looks busy. Let's interrupt her. Pardon me, do you have a moment to chat? Yes, what's wrong? I'm with the Utsugi Detective Agency. I'm looking for someone. Amazing! A detective? Oh my gosh, you're really young. Don't pinch my cheeks, lady. You're lucky to have found me. I'm a very well-informed auntie. Ugh. Thanks. Have you seen this guy? His name is Minoru Suzuki. He lived in this area 18 years ago. Minoru Suzuki. Oh yeah, I know Minoru Suzuki. Really? She's gonna make some shit up. I haven't seen him recently. I remember a name like that. I'm pretty sure he worked at a garage around here. Garage. Remember that. I don't know if that's what he looked like though. It's been a long time. Is the garage still in business? Yes, and they're still going strong. It's called Todoroki Motors. It's an easy name to remember since Todoroki is the kanji for car 3 times. That's neat. Turn right at the corner, then go straight. You'll find it at the end of a residential street. Todoroki, got it. 3 cars. Thank you so much. You've been a huge help. Alright, she wasn't lying. She actually does know stuff. I did just learn a lot. True. Have you seen this guy? Do you mysteriously know everything about everyone? I don't know him. Oh my. But it's frustrating to realize that there are things even I don't know. It's been a lot of help though. I think I'll go to Todoroki Motors. Glad to be of service. I can just tell something good is gonna happen today. Can't you? Stay safe out there for Auntie. Thanks, Auntie. I will. Well, that was... Come on, we can't just talk to her. We gotta talk to everybody. Interrupt his workday. Excuse me. He's got a cool voice. You don't look familiar. Have you just moved? I'm with the detective agency. I'm looking here for someone. Do you have a minute to talk? I can if you're quick. Quick, quick, quick! Minoru Suzuki, you just lived 18 years ago. Suzuki, Minoru Suzuki. 20 years, never seen him. Clearly he doesn't have his eyes open like Auntie does. You seen this guy? Don't know. Got back to work, sorry, can't help you. Alright. Useless. Ask this guy. Hi, come in. We got great deals on asparagus and bamboo. Shit, where's the special sale tag I was supposed to put up? And he's gone. He said it, he's gone. I didn't think that would happen. And he's gone. Excuse me, have you got a moment? This guy looks tired. Holy moly. What is it? I'm with the Utsugi Detective Agency. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Oh, a detective? Do you make a lot of money as a detective? Hey, I'm asking the questions, buddy. Being a detective is a good job. You should hire me. I just quit my job and I'm broke. I don't think we're recruiting. Oh, damn. What do you want to talk about? Show the pictures. I mean, I'm guessing the old lady at the tea shop is their second best chance, though we did get lucky with the leopard print lady. Never heard of him. Don't know him. Alright, see ya. Yeah. Useless. I imagine most of these people are going to be useless and it was just the leopard print lady, but we gotta at least see with he's not gonna let us talk to him. And he's gone. He ran away. Really into his music, didn't even notice. Can I talk to this lady? Don't want to wake her up. Okay. Hello, ma'am. May I ask you a few questions? Can I help you? I'm with the detective agency. I'm looking for someone. Different than it used to be, huh? Have you seen this guy? He used to live here. So much is different than it used to be. Do you know if... It's the town that's different mostly. The number of houses, there's not as many of them, you know? Oh, uh-oh, she's ranting. Thanks for showing that to me. What about this kid? I think I've seen him. Maybe I've been bad at remembering things. Yeah, alright, she's gone too far. You know, there's fewer people around here than there used to be. Alright, yeah, gotcha. Thank you for chatting. Thanks, ma'am. Can you imagine? I'll be 80 this year. It's true. Wow, that's something special. Alright, let's go to Todoroki Motors. Here we go. Down the street to the right, end of the residential street. Bada bing, bada boom. Meanwhile, with a Yumi, we're gonna get that tie. We're gonna show it to Purtle at the later end of the chapter, and it's gonna be... Wait a second, that's the same tie that was in the Kuze ba. Should call Fukuyama. But what if I called me instead? Damn. Alright, fine. Fine. Not picking up. Maybe he's still in class. He's sprinting at me. Oh, Fukuyama? Sorry, I keep you waiting. I didn't have time to answer the phone, so I ran here. Time to tie some loose ends. That's right. Now that you're here, of course. Follow me. I'll show you the reception room. Alright, thank you. Or you could have just, you know, given me the tie out here. That would have been fine. Now, whenever I'm in this room now, I just think of the scene where he's like, a sailor suit? You got that picture? Maybe I can see that? It's not a problem at all. Thanks for taking the time out of your day. Of course, Tachibana. This fucking guy, dude. Ask about the tie. I need to get straight to the point. Oh, the tie. I have it right here. Thank you for letting me borrow it. So, you think that tie will help with the investigation? I do. It's possible this tie is the key to solving the case. So I'm glad I could help out. He's glad he could help. I gotta borrow a tie so I can get back to the office now. Huh? Alright, fine. Look at him. In the face. Nowhere else. He's acting weird. I think it's about time to leave. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. See ya! Thank you for the time today and letting me borrow the tie. Well, I'll be off now. Tachibana? Yeah? After class, huh? Sure. It's me! That was quite a fade up. Let's see, 3 kanji for cars. I guess maybe Tokorogi was a little further. Like an old lady or something. Huh? Oh shit! That scared me for a moment there. That was spooky. Ah. Now it's less scary. Oh. Great use of silence with just the crow kind or whatever. That was perfect. That was so good. The stare and the... Hello? What a strange thing to become a fad. I should get going. I don't know, man. 3 of those kids, I'd run for my life. Fair. But you know, you can just sweep the leg. Karate Kid style. Should have known he'd want to meet here again. But he seems a little off today. I wonder what's wrong. Sorry to take up more of your time today, Tachibana. Not a problem. I enjoy having tea with you. That's nice to hear. Oh god, is he gonna yell again? What's going on? I can tell something's on your mind. Oh god, please don't be like, will you go out with me? Tachibana. Yeah? You know what today is? December 27th? Today is my payday. Don't make it weird. Payday? Huh? You know what that means, don't you, Tachibana? Do I? Today is the day we order tiramisu. Alright. Excuse me, waiter. 2 tiramisu and milk tea sets, please. Sure thing, coming right up. I hope you'll stay and eat with me, because this will be the last tiramisu set of my life after all. What? Eh? Thank you for waiting. Here's 2 sets of tiramisu and milk tea. Let's eat. Bro, you can't just do that. The hell is he talking? Alright, I'm taking some and I'm eating some. Thanks for the food. Yummy. It's delicious. They have the best tiramisu here, the absolute best. I'm both ecstatic and thrilled to be able to enjoy it with you. We are forming a memory that will last a lifetime. Chill with that, please. What's going on? I need to ask you if you don't mind. What did you mean by the last tiramisu set of your life? Remember when I told you I was a majestic warrior in the name of education? Of course I do. You also said that this restaurant is like an oasis for you, right? Yes, but look at me. You sense it too, right? I'm not a warrior. I don't deserve an oasis. Ah, boy. Pity me story. Here we go. I'm a failure as a teacher. The tiramisu here is perfect, the balance of sweetness and bitterness. Just like when I was younger. I love the tiramisu set. I'll say it again because... oh boy. He's gonna yell. Oh, he didn't yell. Okay, he loves the tiramisu set. That much? Tiramisu is exceptional. Uh-huh. I eat it on payday. I spend all my days as a teacher thinking about it, looking forward to it, craving it. Okay, this is getting... but that ends today. Never again. But why? Oops, wrong button. Why does he suddenly think he's unfit to be a teacher? It must be related to Megumi. Oh, come to think of it, I didn't get a chance to see how Megumi is doing. Has something else happened since I saw her last? True. About Megumi. Huh? Megumi. Yeah. I feel so badly for her because I'm the one who killed the Suke. It was me. But he's gonna say in the sense of him making Megumi like him made Asuke go out and be sad, and then him being sad is what led to the smiling man. I think. I realized I was responsible for Asuke's death. Huh? On the day he was murdered, he fought with Megumi. If I paid attention to realize how Megumi felt, if I had talked to her, guided her the right way, Tsuku would still be alive today and she would be happy. Oh. So basically, I killed him. I mean, not really, but yeah, sure. I'm a failure as a teacher. I said I'm a warrior? All I am is a hopeless idiot. Idiota. His best friend Kohei told you guys what he knows. Think about that. He stepped forward to share his thoughts to try and help solve the case. How much courage must that have taken for a middle schooler? He lost his best friend. His whole world's upside down right now, but he did it. He's a true warrior. Worse, Kohei blames himself for not understanding how Suke was feeling. He was suffering so much. Poor kid. It was the same with Megumi. She was struggling, believing Suke's death was her fault. Crazy up in here. Look at me. I was so pleased with myself, so sure I was a great teacher, but I didn't stop any of this. I let the kids teach me I was great, even though I'm the one that's supposed to be the teacher. That's why I'm quitting teaching. I realize I'm not cut out for this job. That's crazy. That's what's going on. I'm sorry to put you through this depressing conversation. Well, we should eat. The tiramisu is getting cold. Alright, tiramisu is served cold. It's a cold dish. Oh, he's a funny guy. He's a bit of a goof. Sorry to drop such a depressing topic on you. What? There was other questions I could have asked. Let's think. Let's enjoy the best tiramisu ever. Have another bite. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm looking. I'm looking. Hachibana, please don't make that face. It makes me sad. Sachi. What? Your students call you Basachi because of your first name, Tsubasa. Tsubasa, Tsukasa, you know what I'm saying? They use that name because they're friendly with you, right? Sure, but what does my nickname have to do with anything? I'll tell you. Imagine like a prompt pops up, I have to start typing like some really heartfelt response. You see the students off as they leave school every day since you've been a teacher, yeah? Yeah, I thought I could maybe notice if anything is off, like if they're having trouble with anything. But I didn't notice Suzuki and Megumi's troubles. No, I think maybe I did notice, but pretended not to. No, the truth is I just couldn't stop thinking about my upcoming payday. 2 of them, it's so terrible, but they really helped me. They showed me that I'm a bad teacher. I can at least have gratitude for that. I think that even though teachers teach students, they have a lot to learn from them too. I don't think we've heard this song in the game, have we? You know that. You said it yourself, and you accept it. You're a very good teacher, in my opinion. Tachibana. I think it's wonderful to have a teacher who puts his heart and soul into the job. You're someone who always is there for his students. You do your best to help and protect them. That's the kind of teacher I wanted to be. Anything for my students. And that's why I think Megumi was attracted to you, Fukuyama. Huh? You worry about your students so much you can lose sight of your surroundings and fall into mud. You know, not every teacher has students who care about his well-being like yours do. True? What are you talking about? He doesn't remember. I need to ask you something, Tachibana. Do you think it's okay for me to continue teaching? Obviously. Of course, your students look up to you. You're more than their teacher. You're their protector. Their protector. No. Oh no. No! What? What's wrong? I'm supposed to be seeing my students off after club activities. They must be waiting for me, maybe. Alright, maybe you're a little bit off on the teaching thing. Although he was about to quit, I guess. That's why he was rushing off. Have a safe trip home, Tachibana. That's why he was always rushing off. I see. Bye, Tachibana. See you again soon. Oh, okay, I'll handle today's check. Please eat the rest of the tiramisu. Thank you very much. Take care. He's in such a hurry. Be careful not to fall, Fukuyama. A better question would be if she has more of those sailor pictures. Hey, we never got to see him. Not yet. I wonder if that's actually a reference to one of the earlier games. Maybe we'll have to get the remaster of the first 2, huh? Found it. Todoroki Motors. Here we go. Woman. Someone buy that car. Must be a radio somewhere. I'm sorry to intrude. This is the number 3? It is a number 3. This series, Famicom Detective Club. Are you wondering perhaps where the name Famicom Detective Club came from? Didn't come from the name of the Switch, that's for sure. It came from the Famicom and the Super Famicom. The Detective Club agency is a very old series, in fact, that had 2, maybe 3-ish. I think it's 2, but maybe there was like a third, like kind of sort of related thing. And they were made a very, very long time ago. And the original creator came back to... Well, so first what happened was that they did remasters, remakes, whatever you want to call them, for the Switch of those 2 games. And then this one came out. And I don't know if the first 2 games are about these murders from 18 years ago or not. I don't know if I believe there is some sort of lore relation, but I'm not 100% on that. But indeed, after like 20-something years, this one came out. And it was very cool that it came out, and all the old head retro guys were like, you know, excited. It was very, very cool and very out of nowhere that Nintendo brought back such an old franchise. So that was part of the reason that I was also interested in this. Anyway, let's talk to this lady. Now, who are you? I'm Purtle. I'm a detective agency guy. Detective, how can I help you? Let's get straight to the point, lady. Oh, never mind, let's not. I'm looking for Minoru Suzuki. I heard he works here, or at least he used to. Came by to see if that was true. Minoru? What do you mean you're looking for Minoru? Someone asked me to investigate his whereabouts. Minoru's still alive? I think there's a good chance of that, yes. Give me 1 second. He went inside. Maybe she's got some old employee records or something. Oh, they're really making me wait. Oh, she probably brought out the old head that maybe was the boss or talked to him more or whatever. I'm detective agency. I'm Todoroki. Oh, exactly. This is the old man. And this is my wife. Sorry I'm late and saying hello. No worries. Let's chat. They're talking about Minoru Suzuki. Yes, that's what she said. Come on in. Thank you. I appreciate the offer. Alright, yeah, sure. Let's just go inside. Chodo Todoroki! Chad likes the name. I do too. It's fun to say. Here. Thank you. I understand Minoru Suzuki used to work here. Yes, he worked for me. Finally someone who actually knows who he is. Are you going to find Minoru? That would be so wonderful. Yes, yes, it would. Doing my best, so really appreciate your help. I'm happy to give it. So, ask me anything at all. I've always wondered what happened to him. I wanted to help you find out. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, let's start chatting. It'd be a dream come true for us to see him again. Please, we're counting on you. I have to ask just how you plan to find someone who disappeared that long ago. Do you have any leads? You're kind of my best lead right now, to be honest. I know it said to show him the sketch, but I just wanted to ask one more time. Alright. Joe. Wait, what can I take? Oh, I can take a drink. Is this him? The sketch is an attempt to show what he might look like today. It's the only tool I have, but it led me to you. I'd be very interested in learning anything you know. Can you give me a better look, please? Of course, go ahead. Gone very well, don't you think, dear? Been long enough, Minoru would be about that old. I guess we're getting old too. Yuck. Tea. Thanks for the tea. My goodness, are you okay? Yes. Take more tea. Why is the tea so... Take more tea. Alright. Take Mrs. Todoroki. Let's not. Let's take the cat. Let's take his glasses. Let's not. Alright. Look. She's the wife. Tea. Why is tea so soothing? He seems like a nice guy. Alright. Plenty of questions. Let's ask them. First met 20 years ago. Alright, started writing notes. Interesting character from the second I saw him. I'm working in... You know, sometimes you can tell someone's watching. I looked up and saw someone staring at me in my work from the garage entrance. Flashback. He has hair. Good Foley sounds. That is a creepy motherfucker. I couldn't even hold back. It was just my initial thought was like, he looks creepy as hell like that, staring. When I said that, he looked so happy. He nodded his head real fast. Why has he got like little blue dots on his eyes? You see that? What the hell is that? Also, he hasn't talked yet. He grinned like a child, even though he was much older. He's also dressed like weird and his hair is all over the place. Called him over so he could see what he was doing. He got close. He watched, very quiet the whole time. As Minoru stood there, his stomach started growling. Look at his clothes, they're all dirty. Well, I guess you say it was easy to tell it's been a while since he had a roof over his head. So we invited him to dinner and ended up letting him stay the night. Very nice of you. That was ages ago. I'll tell you what, he was an interesting character from the second we met him. Alright, let me think. Okay. What kind of person was he? He was a weird guy. Yeah, no kidding. Always seemed like he was keeping something hidden. That felt like such a soap opera random zoom in type moment. Serious and straight shooter. Yeah, sure. The other funny thing is that I guess you could say that maybe the character was describing that flashback in more detail than we were given because it just gave us the visual. But it's kind of funny to imagine that, you know, Purtle, we don't actually get to see those images, and we're like, he's picturing a completely normal guy instead a little bit, or at least not as disheveled. Well-built guy, he ate a lot of food back then. A lot of food. Oh, did he ever? He'd eat so much rice and so fast, bowl after bowl. If she cooked 3 cups of rice, it'd be too much for just us, but with him, we'd go through twice that. Wow. Always made me happy to see how much you liked my cooking. I'd make so many side dishes, too many. Didn't matter, he ate all of them too. I couldn't have been more flattered as a chef. He ate so much curry rice, I had to ask him, aren't you afraid you'll turn into a bowl of curry rice? So jealous. I'd say, what kind of stomach do you have? So he eats a lot. He wasn't what he seemed at first. He seemed like a simple-minded, if nice guy, but he was sharper and more detail-oriented than you think. Kinda like a serial killer. Wait, what? He was very careful with his work, diligent. I appreciated that. He was really quite skilled. He was really quite skilled. Yes, he showed up suddenly 20 years ago, and then took off just as quickly 2 years later. Where the hell did he go, that damn fool? Do you know what he did before working here? From what he said, he'd been bouncing from one place to the next. He wasn't a local? Not so far as I know. I didn't ask where he was from, because he didn't like to talk about himself. Any idea why? Here. Eh? He knows something. Hold on, I'm gonna stare. Look at these. Stare you down a little bit. He's the what? No, come on. She clearly just. Yeah, I'm sure they're both nice, but they're also withholding information. That's well. It's what? You want me to find this guy? You gotta tell me what you know. Think. Seems like there's something they have a hard time talking about. Give me more tea. Suddenly clammed up. I wonder what's wrong. Okay, here we go. Now it's time. Alright. Alright. Imagine. Now is it that I have to stare at them? Oh, okay, now is it? I can see you have a good soul. Huh? Minoru had eyes like yours. Oh. You're right. Now here you are, trying to find Minoru. One good soul searching for another. That's not a bad deal. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. Thank you. Please do that. He spent time in a juvenile detention center. Oh. I never asked what he did to land him there. I told him I wouldn't ask, and then he didn't have to say anything to me if he didn't want to. A juvenile detention center, huh? Somewhere we could perhaps get some records? You have a good soul. You now seek the truth. Okay. Ancha. He got certified as a mechanic when he was at juvenile detention center. He said he'd always loved cars. I didn't know what put him in detention. I could see he busted his ass to climb up from where he was. I liked him so much I offered him a chance to work with me full time. I gave him a place to live, and he worked in my garage for a while. He was very serious and honest. So honest, like a child. Indeed. They really cared for him. Think. Alright, keep asking. I was glad he was here. He helped me out a lot. Alright, observations? Is there anything else that stands out regarding him? Let's see. He was extremely awkward. He rarely spoke to anyone but us. I suppose you'd say he was a man of few words. He didn't say much to us either, not really. I could tell he was kind. Well, he might be a fucking murderer, so... I was wondering if I'm forgetting anything. That's so. I was always surprised at how little he spoke, you know? Quiet as he was, I do remember something he said one day that stood out. He said someday he'd like to give his sister a ride in his car. Huh. Huh. Guy that moves from town to town after maybe running away from his sister Kuze, does some shady stuff to try to survive, ends up in a juvenile detention center, assumes a new name, becomes a mechanic, remembers his sister fondly, wants to give her a ride in the car. He has the hairpin, gives it to Kuze because he knows where she lives, and he wants to still give her a ride in the car. He had a sister? I don't know if his family ever took care of him, but I thought I should help him as I could. I thought he'd need a driver's license, so I got him his license. I made him so happy. Those were good days. The best days. It was like having a new family. I thought those days would last for a long time. The pained look of the wife. Well, it's like this. One day, he suddenly said he was quitting. Really? He quit before he disappeared. Did he give you a reason for quitting? No, not to me. He had his mind made up, so I didn't press. I did give him a car, though, as a parting gift. Car? What kind of car? It was a used car, on the verge of being scrapped, but it was still a car. I gave him the keys and told him, he'll take you anywhere you want to go. He just smiled so big, like a smiling man, perhaps? I wanted to complain about him quitting so suddenly, but he was so happy it didn't matter what I thought. Damn. These two are really nice people. I know there's been other characters that are nice, but damn, are these people not, like, saints? Taking this kid in? He drove away. He and the car just disappeared. Badge. I know he had a sister. I don't know anything else about her than that. I'm sure he's kept it working just fine. Oh, right. There was one more thing I gave him. What's that? Sheet metal shears. He was good at sheet metal work. It was his first job. Sheet metal shears. Is that come up anywhere? Sheet metal shears? I can't think of that being relevant yet. Sure, he kept it working just fine. I thought he ought to take the sheet metal tool he was used to using. He asked for them. Interesting. I wondered if maybe once they got to where they were going, he'd get back into the car business. With his skills on those shears, he could go anywhere. But even then... Is it true about the blood they found in his home? He was always a good person. Did he get mixed up in a bad situation? They talk about him like he's their own child. It must have been heartbreaking when he left them. Not thinking anything else yet. Did you tell the police back then what you just told me? There were 2 detectives that came sniffing around here. I told them we had a Minoru Suzuki who worked here, but he quit. I don't know where he went. I truly don't know where he went. And I didn't tell those detectives any of the things I told you about him. They seemed so suspicious of him. I even kept it a secret that I gave him a car. Oh. They also probably hate the cops and or, you know, don't want him to get arrested or something. Because he was in juvie. I don't know what else to say except I hope you find him. We're counting on you. Please, find Minoru. Help him if you can. He has no one in the world but us. We never heard him talk about any friends. Friends. I mean, it feels like they're really trying to... Oh yeah. I forgot about this too. But what I was gonna say is the game is really trying to make it seem like he's the murderer right now. I feel like they're really trying to make it seem like he is the smiling man. But maybe that's we'll see about that. Did he ever mention a woman named Ayaka Hashizume? Ayaka Hashizume? Do you know her? No, never heard the name. I don't know if Minoru ever had any lady friends. I don't know if he ever had any lady friends. We never heard about him talk about any friends. I meant to do this one. Okay. They aren't familiar with her. Well, I've taken up a lot of their time. Is there anything else I should ask? I started this company, almost 40 years ago. Really, that long? Yes, indeed. I've been doing this maybe twice as long as you've been alive. Oh. It's a small company, so my wealth helps me out. She's got a death grip on the purse strings. That's a little rude, isn't it? Maybe, but it's true, though. The faces. They seem to be joking, but who can tell? Alright, I don't recognize it. Show this again, just in case. Even in that sketch, still a good soul. Heh. Heh. Alright, nothing else about the tea. I'd like to retire sometime, but I don't have anyone who can take over the business for me. Sigh. I wish Minoru were here. Sad. I saw him as a member of the family, but I'm only looking for him so I can solve the murder. If I tell them about why I'm really here... Ooh. That's tough. That's a tough call. Because they definitely don't like the cops or like the idea that he's done something bad. Ooh. I really don't know what to do here. I feel like if I tell them, they're gonna close up. At the same time, I've kind of already gotten all the information I can. But I feel like if I do it, they'll be like, he wouldn't hurt a soul, blah blah blah. Damn, this is a hard call. This is a very difficult decision. And they didn't know the girl that died either. Do we save Scummit? Can I do that though? I can't do that, it seems. Oh, there's autosave. How long ago was that? That's like 20 minutes ago though. That's the beginning of the conversation. Can't save it here? I'm not gonna feel good about it. But I think I should tell them. What is it? You look like you want to say something. There's no link between the smile and Minoru. Anything I say will just make these people feel badly. No, it's nothing. Just thinking things through. I've heard what I wanted to hear now. It's time for me to leave. Saved by the game. The game knew not to do that. Alright, well. Seems like it didn't matter, I guess. They should know because he was like their parents. True. Don't suppose you'd ever dream of giving up the detective life and becoming a mechanic. What? Me? Ah, just kidding. I wish. Oh. I wish Minoru had never left. Damn. There's so much extra dialogue here. Alright, I think that's all. But even then, we still got like that extra line or two. Apologies for saying so long. I wonder why they made me choose that, even though it didn't end up mattering. Like I didn't end up telling them anyway. I'll get going now. Get home safe. If you find Minoru, tell him I said hello. Then grab him with both hands and bring him here. Getting us so worried, I'm gonna give him a good lecturing. I mean, dude, it's been 18 years. You got it. Thank you, detective, for coming all this way. Thank you for your help. Pained look. Grimace. My husband had thought of doing paperwork to make Minoru family so he could take over the garage. Oh man, they were gonna adopt him. I agree, of course, so if you find him, please tell him he can come back anytime. Okay, they were very nice. Now they've turned into like a little bit like, I don't want to say delusional. That's a little harsh, but like, dude, it's been 18 years. You knew him for like 2. I'm just saying. So a lot that could change in that time. Or however many, was it more than 18? Thank you very much, you monster. I'm not a monster for that. I'm being reasonable. They're the ones thinking unreasonably and like way too emotional about it. Not that I blame them, but welcome back. Welcome back. Pokemon Snap. How did today's investigation go? I spoke with the owner of Todoroki Motors over in Kamamatsu about Minoru Suzuki. That's great. Why does she know that that's great? What did you hear? Oh, just the fact that I talked to somebody about him. All about how he came to work there, his personality, everything. From what I heard, he doesn't sound like the kind of person we're hunting. What do you mean? He sounds like a complete weirdo. But he did spend time in Juvie Center, so something must have happened in his youth. Anyway, let's review what you learned at the Motors. Alright, I disagree with what my character said, though, about... Let's review today and better... Okay. Alright, let's just review. Let's wrap up this puppy. I learned that Minoru Suzuki is... still missing? This was not the prompt I was expecting to get. Still missing. So the couple that runs the Motors don't know where his whereabouts either. He didn't talk a lot, but there's one thing he definitely dreamed of doing. That dream was give his sister a ride in his own car. To give his sister a ride in his own car. He had a sister? That's what it sounds like. But he quit Todoroki Motors and with almost no warning. Mr. Todoroki gave him 2 gifts. The first was... it was a car. Where's Mr. Todoroki? Well, okay, he gave him a pair of metal shears. The second was... a car. Fucking car, kid. A car and a pair of metal shears. Mr. Todoroki gave them as a parting gift. We're learning new things and the case is getting pretty complicated. Let's be careful, okay? Yeah, I agree. What's wrong? Something on your mind? Learned a lot, but I can't find a connection between Minoru Suzuki and Izuki Sasaki. I don't think I said that right at all. We're not getting to the bottom of anything, though we keep investigating. Don't try to rush it. It's not like you. Yeah. True. Oh, ring, 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 phone call, phone call. I think it's yours. Be dice. Come on, that'd be funny. Oh, it's Mr. Asugi, our boss. The guy that never talks and chimes in. Oh, how are you doing, Mr. Asugi? I traced the origin of the Smiling Man story to Irumo Village. Irumo Village? Are you sure? Oh! Hello. Irumo Village is practically a ghost town. Older population. Most visitors are going to or from the city. Oh my god, dude, she's right there. It was difficult to find anyone who knew much value. Finally found someone who knew the origins of the Smiling Man. The story seems to stem from events that took place 30 years ago in the village. However, it's not a story about a killer wearing a paper bag and terrorizing the populace. Now, I don't know if these, you know, the idea is that these are old phones and stuff. Normally, you would just put them on speaker mode. You know, would make more sense to do now, but... Oh? It's just like Fukuyama said. As the story spread, it mutated into what we think of as the Smiling Man today. And I'm certain that what happened 18 years ago had a big effect on the legend. I'll tell you more when I get home. Until then. Yeah? There's someone involved in this story whose name I think you'll recognize. Oh? Here we go. Do you know who I'm talking about? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did those types of phones have a speaker mode? I don't know. Okay. The story is I'm certain of what happened 18 years ago at Big Feather Legend. I'll tell you more when I get home. Until then, yeah, someone involved in the story might recognize. Hold on. Village. Yukariko Village. Yukariko Village. We're looking for the other village. This guy, we don't know where he grew up necessarily. Yukariko Village. First Kofuka City, Barnett Beach, Ruma Village, Ruma Village. Fuku City. I don't believe we know where she grew up. Sheet metal shears. Doesn't know about yeah, that guy. Don't know that. Not him, and it's not me. I kind of want to scroll down to Yoshi first, but I'll go one at a time. One at a time. It was 30 years ago, not 18 years ago, which is why I was thinking about Yoshi potentially. Definitely not you. This guy. I don't think we know where he grew up. Raised them in Yukariko Village. No. She's in the retirement home Yukariko Village. This is tough. I don't really know what he's referring to. I feel like it could be multiple things. Amashoko. Imagine. But she told us she lived somewhere else. Kamamatsu, yeah. Kamamatsu, Mrs. Todoroki, Miko, Ayumi, others. I don't think it would be any of those. Kind of funny we have an entry for these guys. Yeah, that's tough. I feel like it's either a name. There's someone else in this story whose name we might recognize. Learn what happened 18 years ago had a big effect. I'll tell you more when I get home. 30 years ago. There's not that many 30-year-ago old people. But why would Yoshi be involved? Don't feel like she would. Dude, I'm so confused. It's gotta be a real person, not Smiling Man. But that's 18 years ago. Alright, we're probably just gonna get it wrong, and I really don't want to just select Yoshi, but she's like... There's like 2 old people. And then everyone else that's that old is either clearly not from there, or is like dead, or is... I mean, I guess Kamada's old. Victor Kamada, right? Fuck. Dude! I almost selected him, though. The assumption is that he disappeared and died, but even if that's the case, I believe he was deeply connected to the case. Keep up the good work. Damn it! I wanted to say him, but the order of the words there was like, well, he's saying it has to be like 30 years ago, isn't he? Or is he saying 18 years ago question? Damn. Leave it to us. Count on you two to keep the investigation going until I get back. My initial thought was Minoru, but again, I thought that was not old enough. There's our connection. Seems Megumi and Detective Kuze saw Minoru dressed as the Smiling Man, doesn't it? That's a bit of a jump, Ayumi, I feel like. Just assume that he's the Smiling Man guy, but maybe. If that's the case, that would give us Sasuke's murderer. Well, now I feel like we're a step away from solving the whole case. Yeah, that's the spirit. Am I crazy that they're like mega jumping to conclusions? Minoru Suzuki's Smiling Man, he's probably hiding in Kafuku City. I'll go back to Todoroki Motors tomorrow and chat with the owner some more. Oh, okay. But when I was on the phone, she was close. Oh, I almost forgot something important. Important how? She's gonna tell us about the tie. I borrowed one because I had a hunch. Ah. Here it is. What do you think? It looks similar to the one I saw, but it's... Where did this tie come from? I borrowed it from Fukuyama. It's a tie from the Minami Junior High School uniform. Oh? Book examine. It's the same tie! I already made this connection because I'm a genius. And by a genius, I mean just paying attention. That pattern. It's the same one I saw in the apartment. Huh? Creepy music incoming. Why would a tie from the junior high school be in the apartment? Good question. You showed that picture of Asuke the Inspector Kamada showed me at the pump station? The one that shows him without the tie on, like I already figured out because I'm a genius? That one actually was kind of pain. Like, that was actually kind of good. I'll take some credit for that one. He wasn't wearing a tie. What happened to his tie? Maybe it's the one you saw in Detective Kuze's apartment? I don't know. It looked like a tie from the high school, but it's possible Asuke took it off once he got home, and there's just no guarantee that the tie in Detective Kuze's apartment belonged to Asuke, but... What was in that damn envelope? There was a motorcycle spotted where the body was found, and Detective Kuze rides a motorcycle. These are all things that I realized and figured out. And she had a tie that looked like just like the one he could have worn in her apartment. I don't know what to think about it, but is it possible? Could a Detective Kuze be a suspect in Asuke's murder? Hey, I was wondering. To kind of go out of the brain moment. You think it's possible that she sees the tie as evidence? Even if she did, it's strange she'd keep it at home instead of turn it over to forensics. Yeah, you're right. Wow, what's going on? Maybe Detective Kamihara. I should just talk to him rather than speculate. Chapter 11? Or do we actually get the chat? Moshi-moshi, Kamihara! Sorry for calling so late. Do you have a moment? What's up? Is there any chance you can meet tomorrow morning? Anything for the boy detective. I'll try to make time before work. I'll just wait for you in front of the detective agency, if that's alright. See you then. See you tomorrow. Ooh. He came and met with me the next morning, and we chatted as he drove. Wait, we're skipping this? In the back of my mind, I'm probably hoping he'd laugh off my suspicions. I would have liked him to say, "What are you talking about? You're overthinking it." Chapter 11. Suspicion. That's a good title. Suspicion. So what's up, boy detective? To what do I owe the pleasure of your cold call? Because if you're just missing me, then hey, I'm here anytime you need a little dice in your life. No, that's not it. Ah, too bad. So, you seem a bit off. What's bugging you? I just need to talk to you about something. What? Don't tell me you solved the case, or do tell me. Who did it? Really? Alright. Pretty spicy place to have his start up next too. We're about to have a pretty intense, you know, we're about to reveal some, maybe some crazy things are gonna go down. Who knows, maybe we'll like tell him and he'll do like a and drive like right over to the Kuse's apartment or something. Or we'll over to the police station, like waiting in her office, give her the, you know, she opens the door, not paying attention, turns around, closes the door, turns back around to face the death. What are you guys doing here? And we're like, we got questions. You know. But anyway, cool chapter. Not like you know, chapter 9 had the crazy, you know, Mama Shoko telling us she met the Smiling Man, then the Smiling Man showing up at Kuzu's apartment and like all this crazy high stakes, like, you know, craziness. Not the case this time, but a lot of good info, a lot of things figuring out, some which I had already kind of figured out by the end of the last chapter. But either way, I would say this one did go a little longer. It's almost an hour and a half, probably my fault, but very well done, very good chapter. And I would say I'm looking forward to the next one, of course, as always, on Fridays, as we do. And the story is just getting more and more interesting. It feels like the Minoru part, just kind of jumping to saying that he's the Smiling Man, is a little bit of a big jump. Itsugi only just said that he's related to the story, not that he is, in fact, a Smiling Man, but whatever. I hope it's not too... the story doesn't, like, all wrap up at once and feel like there was all this build up and figuring things out in some, and then it just kind of, like, ends, you know? It could have kind of a abrupt ending, which I don't know if I love that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're only one way to find out.